Hi everyone. So this is the introductions chapter for the subject business analytics or BA. So basically, this subject is a subject which requires the use of simple statistical technique to make business analysis. Okay, so throughout the subject, throughout the semester, you are required to know the basic technique of statistic and how to apply these statistical techniques in computer software such as Excel and W. Okay, so what is business analytics? So if you go through the textbooks and any textbook, it is actually a process. It's a process of using data such by using data through the utilizations of information technology by using statistical analysis. It can be quantitative or using some computer-based model or mathematical models. And this analysis will be useful for decision-making process or to help managers to gain some insights or knowledge about their business operation and to derive better decision making. So nowadays, successful business depends very much on business analytics. Again, it's a process which explores data using some kind of information technology software such as Microsoft Excel and to implement statistical analysis for decision making process. Okay, so that is BA. So the use of business analytics nowadays can be in various situations. For example, when deriving pricing, a manager would like to set a price for consumer or for industrial goods or for government contract whatsoever. So it is being useful everywhere. And also in marketing for customer segmentation, to identify or to target key customer group, for example, or in doing merchandising to determine brands to buy, quantities, and so on. And also to locate locations, finding the best location, and also in social media to understand trends of customer perception, to assist marketing manager and product designers. So the use of business analytics are very huge and very wide. It can be in many situations and in many sectors. So what happened is business analytics has evolved since what is known as pre-industrial era, where work are done manually, and then we move to what is called the industrial era, and then now we are in what we call digital era. So in this digital era, it started with what is called business intelligence, the use of supercomputer, and later evolved into what is called information system with the use of statistic and so on. So the evolution of business analytics has been since the era of what is called the pre-industrial era and the industrial era and into now the digitalizations era. The scope of business analytics, there are different methodologies for business analytics used. So the first methodology is called descriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics is about looking to the past or looking to the present and what happened in the past and why it happened. So it is also trying to answer the question what is happening now and why it is happening now. So descriptive analytics is about the use of data to understand past and current business performance and to make informed decisions. For example, an organization might have a data and to summarize the data into useful information such as the use of chart. It's like making a descriptions of a trend. So this description might be useful to assist an organization in their decision making with regards to business. The second methodology is called predictive analytics. So predictive is about to answer the question of what is likely to happen in the future and why is it going to happen like that. So again, it is like making a predictions of future. For example, looking at patterns or looking at relationship between certain variables. For example, using variables such as sales and advertising. So how advertising might have a relationship with sales, how advertising might increase sales, things like that, looking at some kind of relationships. So it is like predicting the future by examining the historical data. So the data is the data which is past data, detect patterns in the future or relationship between the variables used in the data, and then extrapolating this relationship forward in time. Yeah? So making generalizations or making a summary of the relationship between variables in the data. And the third methodology is called prescriptive analytics. It is to identify the best alternative to minimize or to maximize some objective. Basically, prescriptive analytics is the use of mathematical or statistical techniques to optimize decision making. For example, a business manager would like to know how much should they sell, how many quantities should they produce. Things like that require the use of some modeling to make optimization decision about how to optimize a decision. Okay, so with regards to this subject, business analytics, we are going to cover only two methodologies. We are going to cover descriptive analytics, and also we are going to cover predictive, but we are not going through prescriptive analytics because prescriptive analytics is considered too advanced. So, okay. For example, here, we take example of a retail store making a decision about pricing. So most department stores will have a sale, yeah, to clear their seasonal inventory by reducing prices. So the key question is when to reduce the price. When is it going to be? At the end of the year, in the middle of the year, and by how much to maximize revenue. So what methodologies can they use to answer the question? First, descriptive analytics by looking at historical data for similar products, looking at prices, units sold, advertising. They have all these things in the past, and then making a predictions. Predictive analytics predict sale based on price. So for example, here sales is a variable and price is a variable. So looking at the relationship between sales and price using statistical techniques such as correlation techniques, such as multiple regression techniques, such as ordinary least squared technique. So this is about making prediction. And lastly, the retail store might use prescriptive analytics to find the best pricing strategy or the best advertising strategy to maximize their sales revenue using some kind of mathematical models. So talking about the information system or the software used for business analytics, there are different types of software used, such as IBM Express, SAS Analytics, Tableau software. So in this subject, we are going to learn on how to use Excel as a software to do business analytics, and also Tableau software. Tableau software is basically a software used for data visualization. So talking about data use for business analytics, data can be either numerical data or textual facts and figures that are collected through some type of measurement process. Okay, this measurement process can be done using four types of measurement. Yeah, nominal measurement, ordinal measurement, interval level measurement, and ratio measurement. Okay, so these measurements we will discuss later briefly. And information is a result of analyzing the data. So the outcome of analyzing the data, we get the information, which is extracting meaning from the data to support evaluation and decision making. So talking about data sources and users, Data can be extracted from different type of sources such as report, accounting audits, economic trend, market research, and so on. So data set and databases, these are two different things. Data set is a collection of data. It's a raw data, which is whereas a database is a collection of related files containing records on people, places, or things. So database is an organized data into different types of cluster, whereas data set is a set of raw data. So this is an example of a database which has been categorized into, ID, region, payment, transaction code, and so on. It has been organized. So big data is a data used in business analytics nowadays. So it refers to a huge or massive amounts of data from a wide variety of sources, which is available in real time, and much of which is uncertain or unpredictable. Okay, so big data is being used nowadays commonly. Okay, by big organizations. So that is all. That is all the introduction for business analytics. It's quite brief. It's quite simple. Nothing much to be worried about. Okay, thank you.